Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the Sports
Hey,
Show.
what's going on, guys?
Sunday football.
It's bound to be really good. I mean, a lot of toss-ups.
Sunday, week 5.
These are going to be close.
I think so.
If anything, Thursday night's game
Was a good indicator.
Oh, yeah.
20-40, the Bears. Now, I'm I'm not going to do a big recap on the Bears Commanders because we'll do that next week. But I wonder if this is the Bears. We've always said you'll find out by week 5 if the team's good or not.
Yeah.
But you got to wait till then. I'm wondering if the Bears are actually going to pull something together and make a run here. But that's for discussion next week. The first game of this week, Falcons, Texans. Now, I've voted on the Falcons every week so far because they're my team. I have to vote for them. You have to vote for your team or you're just a bitch.
Right.
Unless you have someone like the Bears or something that's your team, of course, you got to know they're going to lose every game, I guess, besides the Commanders. But after this week...
Commanders played poorly, but anyways.
They did. But after this week, if the Falcons lose, then I'm going to have to stop blindly voting for them to win because they've had 2 very impressive games and 2 very disgusting-looking games. And the Texans have kind of been the same way. So I think that this is a good test to see if the Falcons even still have a chance. If they don't beat the Texans, they definitely don't. And if they do, then they might. We'll have to see more. So I'm going to vote for Falcons this week, but going forward, if they lose, I'm going to have to bet on a team unless they play someone like the Panthers again. Of course, they're going to at some point, but I don't know. The Falcons, great run game. Passing game is horrible. Texans are kind of the opposite. Even though they have good guys like Dameon Pierce back there, they haven't really managed to get anything going this season. But C.J. Stroud has been popping off. Mm-hmm. I think this is going to be a great game for the Falcons run game. I think Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier are both going to go off for a good bit of yards.
Yeah.
What about you, John? What are you thinking?
Oh, dude, I really don't like this game at all. I mean, they're playing in Atlanta. I like the Falcons
Hot Atlanta.
too. Hot Atlanta. My issue is the quarterback is the main character on the field in the sense that he orchestrates everything. Desmond Ridder hasn't been showing that he can orchestrate anything in the past.
No.
You have Kyle Pitts and you have Drake London out there not being utilized in any way. And honestly, 1, it's embarrassing. But 2, if you the run game can't be the end-all, be-all for everything. And that's going to end up catching up to Bijan and Tyler Algier if they're being run through the ground. I have the Texans on this one. I don't like it. I never thought I'd say the Texans. Normally the Texans
I
last
figured they would
3
be
years
decent this season, but
yeah,
not quite as good as they are now. The question that I think is going to be what really determines this game is if the Texans can get pressure on Ridder, because whenever he's not had much pressure, he's been fine, which most quarterbacks you can say that about, but
right.
Even still, because the run game is so good, as long as Desmond Ridder can just have a few seconds in the pocket, and the defense for the Texans has been kind of off and on. The first game against Baltimore, 4 sacks, Indy 0 sacks, Jacksonville 0 sacks, Steelers 3 sacks.
Yeah,
so it's been either
all depends on the
3-4 sacks a game or 0, and I think that's really what's going to determine if the Texans get a win here. I really hope they don't. Obviously, I want the Falcons to pull it out, and the Texans can go win some other games. But
Falcons, the entire roster is fully healthy, so that's something to look forward to.
Is Laramie Tunsil still hurt?
Laramie Tunsil is not on the. Oh wait, yes he is. He's questionable. We have a couple of OTs and linebackers that are out. A couple people who are questionable due to illness. Shaq Griffin, he's questionable, but if they can get a couple of those players back, I mean, I can see the Texans shutting down the pass, and it's just about covering up front. I'm assuming the Texans are going to blitz a lot too.
Probably,
and that's going to be the best way to.
That's what has been the weakness of the Falcons. Yeah. I really do think that's what's going to come down to is if they can get pressure on Desmond Ridder. I think that the Falcons will be able to pull it out. It's blind hope, in my opinion, as a Falcons fan.
Hey, here's the thing, Ethan. Look, I'm picking the Texans. I really hope I'm wrong on this one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
What about the Jaguars-Bills? I think this is going to be a good game. The Jaguars really stepped it up again last week. They showed what they are capable of, just like we did in Week 1. But the Bills have been showing up the last 3 weeks. Buffalo's -5.5. Couple injuries on each side. I don't think it's anything that's going to, ruin the team. It's not like they're missing their number 1 guys at really any position. But
the Bills aren't missing Tre'Davious White for the rest of the season.
Oh, yeah, he tore his, was it Achilles?
Achilles, yes. So
yeah, that's
he's
huge.
Gone, and then Greg Rousseau, their defensive end, gone. He's out for this game. Not
Ooh,
gone.
Calvin Ridley could have a game with no Tre'Davious White there.
Yeah.
What do we think, dude?
Is this a comeback game for Trevor Lawrence? Here's the thing, though. Their O-line is so bad.
Yeah.
And the Bills are looking way on the up and up.
They are.
Especially
Bills
after
have
last week's game.
destroyed everyone since Week 1.
They steamrolled the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I don't like to say that, but they did. Hey, Caesar belongs to Caesar here. So I'm going with the Bills on this one. I
feel
hope
like
they lose.
I do too, but I got to go Bill. I feel like you have to go
Betting
Bills
wise,
here.
like you have to go
It's-
Bills.
it's-
It makes more sense.
It's the safer option given how wishy-washy the Jaguars have been. And then the next game, which we'll spend, let me think, 3.7 seconds on, Lions-Panthers.
Lions.
Yep. Moving on because that one is easy. Titans-Colts, both 2-2, fighting for a chance to lead the division. If Jacksonville loses, they're all 2-2, so Jacksonville could lose against the Bills, and then the winner of this game takes over the division.
Right.
Colts, Indianapolis, let's go.
Colts.
Colts going to take over the
on this
division.
one.
Anthony
I
Richardson.
hate the Titans.
I will never vote on the Titans. I don't care if the Titans are playing the Bears. I will not vote on the Titans. I hate them. I don't like the Titans.
We don't like you. They,
The Colts are
they're a fraudulent 2-2 team right now.
They are, and the Colts are just beautiful. They have a incredible coach, an incredible
Great
quarterback,
defense.
great defense, incredible defense even. They have a great running back core between Zach Moss and Jonathan Taylor. who's running back
JT is
too.
bound to be back this game. Now, here's the thing. Will he actually be back? That's one question. And two, if he is back, how effective is he going to be against that Tennessee front? That Tennessee front is a monstrosity, probably one of the best in the league.
Well, but if Zach Moss and him are both playing, that's draw some crossing plays where they're running opposite sides and you're splitting up their defensive front to rush two different sides, and that could lead to either one popping off.
Not to mention AR-15
Oh,
as a
yeah.
running threat as well.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
no, this game, this might be one of the games I watch this Sunday while I'm flying out. I like this game. I like this game.
It's going to be a good one, man. I got Colts, though.
All right.
100%. This one is going to take some tough analysis between you and me, but I think we can come to an agreement here. Giants, Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. The Giants, despite being one of the worst teams in the NFL, is gonna get blown out because they have been trashed.
You know what the spread is on betting?
-9.5.
Minus 12.5.
You don't see spreads like that in the NFL very much.
No.
It's like a fucking Niners-Bears type spread.
Yeah.
Which is fair because it's the Dolphins versus the Giants. The best offense in the league so far this season versus the worst.
Yeah, the Giants really look. I don't know what it is, Ethan. We came into the season with really high expectations for the Giants. I mean, I thought, okay, the Brian Dable experiment after doing what they did with what they had last season,
Oh, yeah, and they only improved.
and they
on the roster.
improved. I mean, you have Darren Waller, you have better receiving core. Saquon, now I don't think Saquon's playing. I'll have to double check.
But even when he was,
But even
they still
when he
didn't
was,
play well.
like you had Saquon whose ankle injury and whatnot, but man, like that was such a disappointment.
Yeah, especially
And
as much as I
then
dislike
on
every other,
defense?
especially as much as I dislike every other NFC East team. I wanted the Giants to win that division, but unfortunately, they're not going to. The Dolphins are going to steamroll them. Let's go 56-2,
Something like that.
56-2, something like that. Or
No,
50
no, don't give him 2 because that means the Giants got a safety on us.
Yeah, well, they're going to be doing a lot of punting, so getting them deep is going to happen at some point. They're doing a lot of punting this game, Gian.
Okay.
Saints Patriots.
Okay,
Now, this one I think is kind of tough.
this one is a little tough. Derek Carr still has an issue with his AC joint. Now, whether or not he plays,
The Patriots got to get a win at some point, man.
yeah, but they
right?
just lost their rookie cornerback Christian Gonzalez.
And Matt Judon's out.
Matt Judon is out, which is why they picked up the guy from the Chargers, J.C. Jackson. Yes.
He played in.
He played in New
before.
England, yeah. So, but New England's dealing with a lot of defensive injuries, and so are the Saints. Juwan Johnson is out with a calf injury. Some of their O linemen are out. Cornerback Lonnie Johnson out. Okay, dude, I don't know.
Oh, this is a tough one.
This is a tough
man.
one. If Derek Carr is playing, give me the Saints.
And if not, the Patriots.
And if not, give me the Saints.
Okay, hey, thanks for that specification.
I don't know why. I feel weird about that one.
I don't see the. It's hard to believe the Giants have a really bad season. Not the Giants, the Patriots have a really bad season because they haven't done it in decades.
Right. Right now they're dealing with so many injuries and not a lot of people are questionable.
Yeah,
And they're going to come into this game questionable
gotta
and
be
then they're going to get
Saints.
hurt. I don't know why. I don't want to pick the Saints.
And the Saints got to make up some ground. I think
And they're playing in New England too.
Yeah, especially with Mac Jones' poor performance last game as well. You got to think about that. It's got to be Saints. Ravens Steelers.
Ravens.
Yeah, Matt Canada is statistically the worst offensive coordinator the NFL has ever seen.
It's the easiest money. Bet on the Ravens. Easy money.
Yeah.
There's no point.
Well, I won't say it's the easiest money ever because it is divisional, so...
No. It's Matt Canada. It's Matt Canada.
Yeah, it's Matt Canada. That's true.
Shout out to my buddy Ryan. I'm sorry. Steelers just
Bengals,
suck.
Cardinals. Yeah, the Steelers, unfortunately, suck.
You're going to hate me for my pick?
I'm not. I'm going to like you for it.
Arizona.
Yeah, I got Bengals. That's a free win for me over Gian. You said this before we started recording, and I didn't say anything about it because I wanted to discuss it here. Cardinals.
Right.
I honestly think that's kind of fair. What's the line? It's got to be pretty
3.
close. Yeah, the Cardinals have looked very impressive this season compared to what they were supposed to be, and
Yes.
the Cincinnati Bengals have been the opposite. So
They've been looking very lackluster.
I could see the Cardinals winning this game. The only reason I don't is because I think that I feel like the script is whispering to me, and it's that the Bengals are still going to fight for a chance this season. And the Cardinals, even though they might pull out some wins and get 6 wins this season, they're not. And I think this is the game where the Bengals kind of start to turn it around a little bit.
I feel the opposite. I feel like this game. The script is whispering to me. This is the nail in the coffin. The nail in the coffin for the Bengals because
It would be if they lose.
It would be.
I mean, not by record. They could still.
Josh
go,
Dobbs,
but-
as much as I don't like him, he's been playing great as a Cardinals
Why don't you like
quarterback.
Josh Dobbs?
What?
Why don't you like Josh Dobbs?
I'm just not a fan. I just don't like him for no
Oh,
reason.
Josh Dobbs is cool, man.
There's no.
They finally made a Josh Dobbs jersey for the Arizona Cardinals. They finally did like a week ago. They made a Josh Dobbs jersey because they didn't have one.
Look,
Which I never knew that they wouldn't have the jersey of the quarterback that is starting for a team
Right.
until they announced that they had a Josh Dobbs jersey.
He's been playing fantastic lately.
He has. It's shocking.
It's shocking, and they have a receiver that I want on my fantasy teams. So the issue is, 1, you won't increase the wide receiver limit, and then 2,
Yeah, how many wide receivers do you currently have? 8?
8.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, the fuck is
Give
that?
me one more.
Such an unreasonable.
Anyways,
Gosh. Ask for an increase when you already have 8 wide receivers.
I need more. Why can't I have more, Ethan?
I simply will not allow that.
I just want one more. That's all I want. But anyways, the Cardinals, they have a great receiver. I mean, Michael Wilson, he's been looking on the up and up.
Who you want to pick up?
Yes, I did want to pick him up.
This is a 6-man league. by the
Hollywood
way,
Brown,
guys.
Hollywood Brown, playing phenomenally, and then you have James Conner, who's been having one of his better seasons, honestly, and no injuries so far, which is good.
Oh, James Conner, that's probably his best season so far.
Oh, yeah.
On pace for it, at least.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, the Cardinals are looking pretty decent. I honestly wouldn't be that shocked if they
And
won.
on defense, I mean, they're not. It's
been better, way better than expected.
Way better than expected.
Yeah.
So they've been mad scrappy lately. So yeah, I'm going with Cardinals on this one. I just have to. It just makes the most sense to me.
Okay, hey, fair enough. I'll
Yeah.
take that win. Eagles, Rams.
Oh, I hate this game. I hate this game.
Cup is back this game.
Oh, give me the Rams! Give me the Rams! The Eagles' defense has been looking mad porous.
I am going Rams as well. Cooper Cup has got to come
Cooper Kupp,
come back.
Puka Nakua, Van
Williams.
Jefferson, Kyron
Tutu
Williams. Kyron
Atwell.
Williams is questionable. Tutu Atwell.
I will. Matthew Stafford, a mid quarterback this season.
Everyone has all the money is on Philly. 87%.
Yeah, I got sent the NFL script from Roger Goodell, and he told me that the Rams are winning this one, so I gotta go Rams.
Philly's got to lose at one point.
Got to. They
Got to.
lose.
And they're not looking as spectacular as they did last year.
No, not at all. Even though they're 4-0.
Yeah.
Nah, very unimpressive wins.
Yeah.
What about the Chiefs and the Vikings? This is a very close spread.
Yeah. Spread is 3.5. So over a score.
Over a field goal, yeah.
Over a field goal, yeah. I have the Vikings.
I figured you did. Vikings. I am going to go Chiefs because the Vikings offense has looked more impressive this season, but the Chiefs defense has looked good, and the Vikings defense is the worst in the league. There is not a single chance on this planet that Patrick Mahomes does not drop a stinker, a steamy stinker on the Vikings defense. There's not a chance. A steamy.
That is exactly why I think the Vikings are going to win.
You think their defense is just going to become good?
It's going to show up. Mahomes is going to come into this game very cocky.
No, he's not.
Very like,
No,
okay,
he's
it's
not.
the Vikings defense. They're not that good.
No,
the Vikings
he's not.
are wanting to win a home game. They're already 0-2 at home.
Everyone wants to win a home game, Gian.
Well, at this point of the season, they're 0-2.
Yeah.
They need to win a home game.
But they won't.
Their offense is a lot better than the Chiefs' offense.
I agree.
And that's something. Yeah, I mean, you have
The problem is the defensive gap is so much larger than their offensive gap. Vikings are the worst defense in the league. Chiefs are one of the best, not quite the best, but top 10 offense in the league. Vikings, number 1 or 2, maybe number 3 offense in the league. But we're up there with the Chargers and Dolphins. The defense is the 32nd best in the league.
Yeah.
It is a it is
quite porous.
It is a Pac-12 defense. It is a Big Ten not even an SEC defense.
Would this be a good game to put bets on for receivers and everybody else? I think it would be.
I already did.
Oh, I'm going to be putting bets on this one. No,
I need to put more on it.
I need to put more on it.
I need more money on this game. But yeah, no, I got the Chiefs. Vikings, I'm glad you picked them because I can get one up on you in that one in terms of our season-long bet. But that'll be a good game to watch regardless.
I think it'll be a fun game, yeah.
Yep.
Great color game, too.
Oh, yeah. CBS at 4:25. Everyone check it out.
Check it out. You guys are going to
Jets versus the Denver Poopies. Who do you got? I got Jets.
Yeah, I got Jets.
The Poopies ain't winning this one. They barely beat the fucking Bears, and the Jets have barely lost to the Chiefs. I got Jets.
Yeah, Jets. Jets have a better defense.
Zach Wilson is going to go
better
off
defense.
this game.
Brees Hall is coming around.
Better offense and defense.
Better offense.
Better coaching staff. Better special teams, probably.
Yeah,
Jets.
Jets. Jets. Jets.
Yeah, not much to say there. I think Zach Wilson, coming off of his impressive game from last week, is looking to prove that not only can he play well, but he can win.
He's already had 2 years in the NFL so far. He's going to have to show his growth, and he really has shown a lot.
Yeah, like last game was a prove-it game for him, but he still lost. And at the end of the day, you always have the asterisk. Yeah, it's his best game ever, but he still lost. But I think this week is a game. Yeah, Taylor Swift rigged it. But at the end of it, I think going into this game, he understands that he needs a win to show that he's not just improved, but he's capable of getting the team wins when they need it.
Right.
And this is a point where they still have a chance to be competitive this season, and beating someone like the Broncos, although it's not going to say a lot about, we're one of the best teams because we beat the Broncos, it's okay, we can beat the Broncos, now who else can we go beat? And they can take that momentum into the next couple of weeks of the season and maybe rack up, 4 or 5 wins.
I hope that after this game, they sack Sean Payton and they get rid of Russell Wilson. That's not going to happen, but I mean,
they spend too much money.
I hate them. Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be a good game.
Sunday Night Football.
Cowboys Niners. It's going to be Niners. Nick Bosa is allegedly racist, and Dak Prescott is allegedly black, and so I think that Nick Bosa is going to.
What? What? That made no sense.
Nick Bosa, this is allegedly. I like Nick Bosa, so I don't believe it, but he's allegedly racist. And so him going up against a black quarterback, I think he's going to get a lot of sacks. Don't be racist, all right? But apparently Nick Bosa is. I don't know. This is what I read. This is what I see on the internet.
Yeah.
Is that Nick Bosa likes sacking?
Don't kill the messenger.
I just read that he likes sacking black quarterbacks more than he likes sacking non-white quarterback or non-black quarterbacks.
Oh.
On a serious note, I think that the Niners defense is better. They have less injuries on defense.
They do.
The Cowboys are potentially missing Micah Parsons, and Trevon Diggs is out for the whole season.
Yeah.
And I think the offense is obviously way better. Dak Prescott has not been horrible, but he's also not been that great. He just hasn't really been given a chance, and when he does, he really isn't playing that impressively, just kind of good enough to win. Whereas Brock Purdy has been incredible, although it's a system, whatever people like to say about Brock Purdy is not that good. It's just a system. He is playing his ass off. He's playing very well. Deebo Samuel's incredible. Brandon Ayuk is a breakout.
Kittle.
George Kittle's one of the best tight ends in the league, top 3 in the league. Christian McCaffrey is undeniably the best running back in the league right now, and he is showing it and proving it in every
I think
aspect.
he's the best player right now.
Yeah, in my opinion, he's the MVP frontrunner.
Yes.
And so I just think that's the Niners game to lose. It's at home for the Niners too, right?
Yeah, it's at home. They're in Santa Clara. Do I want to go 49ers? You wrote down 49ers for me without me even telling you that I
want to go Cowboys?
I know. I was debating it.
Okay, I can change it. I was trying to give you a free win here with the Niners. But if you want to go Cowboys,
it's got to be the Niners. I mean, they're at home. They got all that support. Kyle Shanahan is a genius. He's going to tear apart the Cowboys' game plan. You can't play control against a team like this. These guys are the master of control.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to play West Coast or just deep ball for these guys. So I gotta go Niners.
Yeah.
Their team is healthy for the most part, and yeah, Dak's gonna throw 4 picks.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's the Niners game to win it. I think it's going to be substantial enough. I think it's either going to be an extremely close, like less than like game comes down to one score in less than a minute game, so that way they can have an NFC Championship rematch, or it's going to be a blowout from the Niners beating the Cowboys, showing that the Cowboys are not true contenders and the Niners are truly the team to beat in the NFC. No more competition between them and the Cowboys. It is the Niners. I think it's going to be the blowout with the Niners or a one-score victory for either of them.
Yeah.
Very close, like crunch time, 10 seconds left type victory. But that's the Week 5 games for Sunday. I think it's going to be an amazing slate.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a great slate. I'm excited for this week. It's a lot of toss-ups. I mean, a lot of these games could go either way.
Lots of money to be made from these toss-ups, too,
yeah.
because they're all very close lines, besides
yeah.
a couple like the Dolphins game. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Check out our next video, and we're going to be going over some free bets, winning some money this weekend.
Free best bets.
Free best bets. I like to win money, and I do win money pretty much every weekend. So check it out and win some free money.
Stay frosty, my friends.